Hey everybody, it's your boy Polaris, and today I've got something really exciting for you. We're diving deep into the all-new Spire strategy in Fortnite Battle Royale. This isn't just any strategy, it's a game changer. So grab your gear, settle in, and break down one of my epic games where I put this new meta to the test. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's hop right into it. Alright, and as always, before you play any games, it's always great to warm up. Personally, I like to use reload. It's very forgiving and you have 3 tries. I find it the best for warm up, but you guys use whatever you guys prefer. So as you see, I've marked one of the small spires. It's very important to mention, I didn't mark the big spire. It's just one of the small ones, one of the mini bosses. So here we are dropping in. And this strategy is exactly what it sounds. You go spire to spire, and eventually you go to the big spire, and you get the exotics from it. This will give you OP loot, and just an extremely fun strategy to play with. So here, I'm not going to drop directly onto that small one, but I'm going to loot up and get some basic stuff. You really don't need much to beat those guys. They're pretty easy. So, one of the most important things to win in games, one of my biggest tips I can give anybody, is before you start, taking any fights or anything like that, you should have full gear, full health, and be ready for a fight. You shouldn't take a 50-50 fight or anything that could jeopardize the rest of your game. It's simply not worth the risk. So, I like this particular spot. It's just a great landing spot because there's enough loot to get a basic inventory. So you have full health, a bit of heals, and some pretty decent guns. As far as getting these smaller spires, you want to stay pretty far back. There's no point in getting really close and personal. The farther back you are, the more shots the bots will miss and stuff. And you see, these guys don't have a ton of health. It's really easy. That looks like it was even in just one magazine of my gun, even less. Here, now I'm reloading. You want to take out these bots. They're honestly pretty annoying if you're trying to loot up your guns and stuff from that fight. It's always better just to kill him. Here, I ran out of bullets, but, it's all good. You see, these guys are literally one-pumpable. Alright, and now that we've gotten those guys, let's look at our loot. We got some base booms, a boom, and some purple kill switches. Not bad for there's still 60, almost 70 people remaining in the lobby. I probably have one of the best loadouts right now. Alright, so now I'm going to start looking for a car, because the next step of this strategy is to go to the big spire. The reason why I don't want to go there immediately is there's going to be a ton of people. So basically how these spires work is once you defeat one of them, then it will respawn at a different location. Every single time, if you go to the one off spawn, you're going to be fighting tons of people, but the second one, if you've got a car lined up, you can be there extremely quickly, and it'll just be a free exotic gun. Now, as far as the exotics you can get, I've found that the most common exotics that you'll get are the Hyperburst pistol, which basically what it does is it's like a mini shockwave to your enemies. It's really good if they're up on a mountain or something. You can shockwave them away and hit them while they're in the air. And then there's the 2 shotguns. There's an outlaw shotgun, which basically if you hit them, it'll like pull the enemy towards you. Oh, accidentally hit the Windows key here, guys. Sorry about that one. So I'm looking at the map, and right now it's still at the same spot, so I'm still gonna hang around here. They're gonna beat it really quick. So as far as the shotguns go, the outlaw shotgun will give you, it'll like pull your enemy towards you, and the sentinel pump is just insane. So it looks like here I actually pulled the spire, which is very nice, so I have a second to set up. I'm gonna definitely be the first one here, and I can just quickly take him out. So I'm gonna set up this car to take cover behind it. The bots are eventually gonna kill it, and I'm gonna go behind the reboot van. But it's just always great to have a bit of cover so that the bots can't hit you as easily. Alright, and here we go. Now these spires, they're a bit more dangerous, they're a bit harder to kill. So you have to, it might take a couple tries for you guys, but just hit the glowing parts. There's no point in hitting a part that's not glowing. It's better to quickly reload your gun or something until one of them starts glowing. Alright, and here you see me absolutely beaming. We're already 2/3 of the way done. It's an excellent new mechanic. I really like that Fortnite added this. See my car blew up there, but it's all good. I got my base boost. Then I'm gonna go behind the reboot van. The reason you want to be behind the reboot van is the reboot vans are indestructible. The bots can't break them regardless of how much they fire into them. It's just alright, and there we go. We got the Spire. Now the bots are gonna all die here in a sec. Unlike the mini Spire, here all the bots will die as soon as you killed it. So here we got the outlaw shotgun, and what it does is when you shoot someone with it, it'll pull them towards you. It's called the yoink effect, which is actually a really funny name. So at this point, we've got some excellent loot. I am ready to take some fights, but I'm still gonna keep looking around, try to grab a car. Also, this base boost, you should really use them a lot. They're actually really good. I see a person right there. I'm not gonna take shots though. It's just not worth it. I'm just gonna leave, guys. Alright, and here we go. Oh, looks like a car there. Now, I see these chests nearby. I'm gonna go there at the little bunker things. By the way, guys, look at this graphics. Fortnite has done a great job this new update. Fortnite just looks so pretty, guys. Like, I would honestly encourage you guys to play just a game on max graphics. It looks insane, guys. Alright, so moving on. We go against this bunker. Hopefully get some nice stuff. Also, these bunkers have a 100% chance of having a rift. So use that to your advantage, regardless of if you need to get away from a fight or just want an easy rotate. These bunkers are the way to go. They have 2 of these chests and some other stuff, and if you're A rank, you can actually open up this hero rank and get into this secret room right here. And nice, we got the mythic base boost and new boom to show me the next storm. Excellent. So now we're really kitted, and I see that the Spire spawned yet again. And for the sake of this strategy, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go there once more. So now we just need a car, which should be pretty easy to find in Utopia City. And we're just gonna keep. So Spire can spawn back in up to 3 times. This is gonna be a 3rd one. The first one you don't want to go to because there's a ton of people. Spire is very popular, but no one's really caught on that it spawns back in and that you can grab it multiple times if you're lucky. So here we are. We're going straight to brutal boxcars, trying to get the Spire here. Now it's important to be careful. Players around you while you're getting the Spire will see that you're there and they might try to attack you, so it's always important to be aware. And even to get a couple shots, you gotta be ready to open up your base boost and get out of there. But I have enough heals here, which is excellent. I might get a new car here in a sec, but it's all good. Alright, 25 players remaining, and I already have an exotic and an excellent inventory, and I'm about to get another one. Alright, so here we're going straight to it. Excellent, excellent. So now, we're just gonna start it right away from behind the reboot van, because my car from that earlier fight doesn't have much, so I'm just gonna stay behind the reboot van and kill him. No point in taking out the bots or anything like that. They won't do much damage. Now Sam, I happen to not see the player on top of the hill in the bottom right. You can kind of see him. It's gonna be a mistake here. I'm gonna warn you guys. But luckily, I'm prepared and I've got my base boosts out. So when they do start shooting me, I'll be prepared. Here, you'll see it here. Right. You always... Oh, here we go. See? I got my base boosts out in time and I'm able to get out of there. But you guys, you should really pay attention. Because players really love these new Spires. They're super OP and they'll set you up for a guaranteed win. So here, we used the whole chug jug, but we're back to full health. But I'm gonna actually use the car for any cover, because I haven't realized where this player is yet. So I want to make sure that I at least have a couple shots to find out where they are and snipe them. Alright, so the Spire has a bit more juice in it, but quickly take it out. And all the bots are gonna die with it. That's important to remember. You don't gotta take out the bots unless you need more bullets, in which case they drop a ton. Alright, so this time I got the unstable voltage pistol. Honestly, I don't particularly like it. Some people found it's extremely OP, but personally, I'm just gonna take the heals and get on with my game. I see this player, I'm gonna take a couple shots, but looks like he doesn't want to fight either, so I'm gonna let him be. Oh, he hits me pretty good, yeah. Now I gotta heal real quick and get out of here. It's part of the reason why the base boosts are so good. You can get out of any sticky situation extremely quickly. Alright, here we go, we got a car. Now, cars, especially in zero build, extremely OP. You guys should exploit them as much as you can. My car has right now 802 health, which means that someone's gonna have to be shooting it for a really long time before they can actually hit it, before they can actually kill it. Sure I am, I'm always looking around for other players. Always gonna be ready for a fight. Now I want a med pack, so I'm gonna go into a secret vault. This has been around for a while, since the last update actually. They've nerfed it a bit, but there's still tons of good loot here. And it's always a great spot to hide in, because there's only one entrance, you know. Alright, so gonna keep it moving, gonna keep going. And look at the circle, right? It's always important to keep an eye on the other medallions, because these are gonna be the most dangerous players in the game for you. Alright, now I'm just gonna try to find med pack, kinda recoup after that fight. Alright, now we're gonna keep it moving, you should always. Gonna open up this chest, and I see fighting. Gonna check it out. Oh, so guys, here's a good demonstration for how good these base booms are. For climbing hills, especially in endgame, you can get them extremely easily. And it's important to note, many players don't know that the base booms have two different things they can do. You can left click to send out like a shockwave forward, which if you jumped, it will boost you a little bit farther, but it will boost you straight backwards. But if you right click, it will just jump up at like 45 degrees. Which is useful. So what I like to do is jump up at 45 degrees and then turn around to use the other more effective shots. It's just a lot easier to pull off and a lot more reliable, because when you gotta get out of a stick situation, you gotta do it fast. So I am popping a med pack, trying to get to full health. I spot another cache nearby. I'm gonna always investigate it. The S caches actually have a chance of giving exotics as well. That's important to know, because if you see one, you should definitely open it. Now, I believe the chances are like 1 in 5 of those S caches or S chests will have an exotic, which isn't the best, but like it'll definitely have some good loot for you guys. Alright, I see medallion nearby. I'm gonna get away. But I see the other medallion has been dropped. I always want to investigate that. I have a car. I can get away if I need to. But I always am looking for free loot, especially a medallion. I look around, it doesn't look like it's a trap. It looks like this guy genuinely died. But I need to loot up quick, because whoever killed him, they want that stuff. Another reason to always keep a car with you, you know? You can get anywhere extremely quickly. Here's that player that killed him, but I got my car's protection, right? So I'm all good. So now I have extremely good loot for the rest of this game. I'm actually going to switch cars here knowing that the other player's there, because even if they start shooting the car, they simply won't have enough time to actually kill me. Ooh, car flipped over. That's unfortunate because I saw that player nearby, but it looks like he's not too anxious to fight. Yeah, he's crouching back there. Okay, so another tip for you guys. When fighting the spires, you should always shoot the glowing parts, nothing else. It's better to just reload your weapons while you're while it's going on to like the next stage. It's actually been really helpful in doing this video. Also, the scan mask that I used right there, it not only scans for players, it also scans chests. So you see me find this B cache extremely easily, and I got a very important refresh on my base boost, so now I have enough there. Unfortunately, it's the blue variant, but that's okay. Alright, so in this circle, it's very good to rotate early and be in the next one already. Different circles, it changes, but basically at the start of the game you want to be rotating very early up until just about the circle after this one, where the later you rotate the better off you're gonna be, because the players who rotate early, they're all gonna have to fight for the bush they want in the other spots. So here I'm going to show a very useful bug here. If you switch seats and let the car's momentum carry you into the bush, it actually won't break the bush. This is a very useful bug in the game. Currently, it's actually been in here for a while, but the YouTubers aren't talking about it. The pros aren't sharing it, but I, of course, am going to give that to you. It's actually extremely useful. I use it almost every single game, because people always never expect to have a car here in the bush. So I hit shots on that guy. He keeps shooting. Alright, see what goes on. Ooh, someone breaks the bush. I'm gonna have to keep it moving and get away. That's the problem with the blue variant that you just saw. I was hoping to get another boost out of those gloves, but I couldn't. So I'm looking for rotate in. I just scanned. I marked the spot where I want to be. And I'm going to reload all my guns before I actually have to do the rotate. So now at this point, most of the players can be very sweaty. By the way, then this medallion, it increases your reload speed and will give you health and shield over time, like passively, which is actually very useful. It's pretty hard to get at the start of the game, so if you do want this medallion, I would always recommend that you get it later in the game. So here you're gonna see me doing something interesting in this hut after I open up this cache. First gotta open up this cache, didn't get anything too good. So we're gonna go inside. Always close the door, because an open door will always let people know that there's someone inside. Didn't get much loot from that chest, but here, take a look at this. I am up here, and if anyone comes into the house, I can just pump them real quick. I scan and see that nobody's nearby. And I'm actually pretty safe here. I'm very close into the next circle if you look at the mini map, and there's 4 players remaining. Now I don't want to take these fights. They're not going to be good for me. Alright, so here I actually break the stairs. So, if someone comes into here, they're probably not going to see, that there's an upstairs part and I can get a free headshot off them. So here you see me. So now I've got this tiny balcony in the corner. Also, they buffed the outlaw shotgun, and now it's actually quite useful. So still 4 people remaining. I really am not trying to take more fights than I need to. It's gonna waste my health, which I already have very limited amount of it. But despite that, I know I've got excellent loot and I'm ready to fight. There you go, 3 players. 2 players. Now I know it's just a 1v1 between me and that guy. I know where he's at, he doesn't. I have a very large advantage right here. I consider going for the medallion, but I know that this rotate is going to be extremely dangerous, so I decide to stay. I'm going to keep scanning as much as I can, because the more I know about this guy, the better. He suspects this hut, but he actually doesn't break it fully. That's an error on his part. And I'm going to sneak up to this window and try to get a couple shots on him. Bam. Laser him for 103. I try to push, but I've never been a big fan of short range fights, so I'm gonna leave it. Let him heal up, and I'm also gonna recoup. The thing about short range fights is it's highly about your ping, and it's about just being extremely quick. It's the most 50-50 type of fight you can take. So unless you're extremely confident in your skills, I personally would not recommend it. So here, I try to take height. He's gonna get a couple shots off me. And I actually don't have anything to heal with. I'm gonna need to wait for these base boosts to recover, before I can actually get up there. Alright, and I get up. Now, I have to be very cautious. I only have about 200 health, including my overshoot. I tried to hit him through the tree, but unfortunately, due to the bloom of this gun, I'm not able to get the shots. Still looking around, waiting for that new scan to come in. And by the way, guys, this is a good time to mention that if you guys want to see a specific video or meta, please comment down below. I got you guys. I'll make the video. This guy looks like he really likes short fights, unlike me, so I'm gonna have to take it here. So I'm trying to get away, making the distance, but I can't. I'm just gonna laser him in the head. There we go. Easy win, guys. Hope you like this video. Like and subscribe. Leave your comment of what video you'd like to see next, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.